Welcome to Planning Phase Syndicate. Thank you all so much for joining us tonight. We are live with a Nickel City League game. We have Tinder Gods, Nick Sperry, captain, versus Joe Walsh from Havoc. Welcome, everybody. Give me a second as they are still setting up some of their ships, and we can kind of go from there. I am very excited here. This is a little different. I have them in my headset trying a new thing. Either which way, we have an amazing game plan for everybody. And we have a Rebel versus Republic list with the new points. Now, I'll be honest, I don't think it affects Nick's list that much. It does affect a little bit on the Team Havoc side. But to begin with, why don't we play the intro? So we have Joe Walsh from Team Havoc.
Cry havoc! And let's slip the dogs of war!
Versus Nick Sperry from the one and only Tinder Gods. So to begin with, let's go ahead and run lists down. They are playing a chance engagement scenario this weekend, or this week, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. But they are playing chance engagement. Rules for the league is extended. We can play whatever we want. No ban lists, even though I don't think anybody's running anything super extended here tonight. But we do have no rules, holds bar, let's murder everything. Probably the one main reason I love this league so much. My captain, and I will say I did not share anyone's list, is Nick Sperry from the Tinder Gods. He is going to be running tonight a Han Solo, Luke Skywalker, and Wedge Antilles. Han Solo has Composure, K2SO, Blaze, because why not? You need the stress, you get rid of the stress. Bistan for that double tap, and of course, Millennium Falcon, because why not have rerolls? Luke is going to be running Brilliant Evasion, Trick Shot, Proton Torpedoes, R5 Astromech, and the S-Foils. Wedge is running Elusive, Plasma Torpedoes, R4 Astromech, Hull Upgrade, and S-Foils. Should be a good game here. Hull is banned. You're right, Sherman. Hull is banned, but we don't give a poop about banned lists. Welcome, Hickman. On Team Havoc side, Mr. Joe Walsh is running Anakin Skywalker in an Ada because that's spicy, with Malice, Afterburner, or Auto Blasters, R7A7, and a hull upgrade. Obi-Wan Kenobi with Elusive, CLT, and a shield upgrade. Mace Windu with a heightened perception, R4P17, and CLT. And now a stripped down Hawk with dedicated Agile Gunner and 7th Fleet Gunner. That Hawk probably doing almost no damage, but will be fun to see. And it's going to be interesting because the Hawks went down to 12, just 12 points. Ugh. How many poops do we give? 0 poops. Also, Sherman, you could thank Greg for those intros. I did not make those. I want to make sure Greg gets all the credit for those. I just had him send them to me so I could steal them to make my stream look fancy because of him. So, either which way. Too late, you're banned. I don't know how to ban people in here. I don't think you can ban anybody on Twitch. Either which way, looks like they got everything pretty much set up. Just got to roll off. For first player, you can ban everyone. No, don't ban everyone. Please don't ban everyone. I don't get enough people on my stream anyway. Don't ban people. I forgot I did give him the access to do that. With this league, we have 8 teams playing in 2 specific leagues. And the league, the way that works is we have 5 weeks. 5 weeks? Is it 5 weeks? 5 or 6 weeks We play everybody in the league, and then on top of that, what we have is finals. So they're going to take the top 2 teams from each of the leagues, and they will be in the finals. I believe currently right now, Tinder Gods is up in this series 2-1. Looks like we have the beginning of the game here. I'll go ahead and kick that timer off. One of the other rules changes that Greg made is that instead of just playing to just rounds, we will include a timer. But the caveat here, folks, is that this timer is only going to be valid if they can get up to 7 rounds. Otherwise, we play more rounds, baby. Which is a fair trade-off for what we're doing. I think you lost all your nickels. Pim, you lost all your nickels on Sherman. I lost all my nickels on JJ. Which, the only reason I had to... Oh, I'm so close. I'm not getting the right information. I should probably Google it. But, I lost all my nickels on JJ, and I had to bet on JJ because I was number 5 in nickel leader, and Andrew was so far ahead of everybody. I assumed Andrew would bet on himself, and then I specifically wanted them to have it. So, screw JJ. Team Endgame screwing me over. Not getting my thing. I don't have betting open. Do you guys want me to put betting open? I could put betting open, I guess. You're 2-4 on bets. Yeah, I've actually been pretty decent on bets this week on next stream, but not on JJ. I bet the farm on JJ, and that would be bad. So it is going to be exciting. We have, like I said, Nick could clinch the series right here if he wins this game. Not sold that he's actually going to be able to win it, but we'll see here. He does have a very heavy hitting list comparatively. But with Team Havoc and running that ADA, I'm going to make an assumption they know how to run an ADA because that is a crazy ask. That little ADA, I'll tell you what, doesn't like to live. We had an Aces High tournament at our locals, and our local essentially ran an ADA, Obi in the ADA for Aces High, and promptly lost his ADA 3 times during the game. 3 times. I just couldn't believe it. All right, I will open betting. Start bet. There you go. Betting should show up here in just a second. Oh, yeah, they're talking about... There you go, they don't have the boost on there. Seems kind of silly. Probably because Nick has silly looking dial covers. So it looks like we got Luke kind of coming in. Not super fast, but fast enough. Hoping to be able to pick who he's going to go shoot into this round. My assumption is we're going to see we see a little bit different opening from Nick. Typically, Nick will put his X-Wing right behind one of the obstacles and barrel roll one of the 2 ways, depending on how it lines up. We also should see Wedge coming in there pretty strong, and I'm assuming that we're going to get a Han going after the Obi-Wan and the Anakin there. I will say it's going to be a little bit different, that Anakin's going to have to be very crafty to specifically get his auto blasters off without it having, without it being able to push those crits in. I think it's going to be interesting to see if Nick keeps Han from going too far towards the others, but I don't see why he doesn't want to just try and joust some of them. So that's what you get, Nick, for doing your special fancy things. All right, so we see Han going in. Han's not scared. Han being able to double tap is pretty good. Getting looks like we're gonna see Han. Han's gonna go ahead and boost in. Everybody's going in on that lat. So if he's not careful, it will offer up quite a bit for Anakin and his auto blasters. Han's gonna have to go through those two specific. God damn him and his specific things. Han's gonna have to go through those obstacles and hope that he gets that back arc on Anakin. Looks like there will be no shots for this round, and we'll be moving on to round 2. Nope, Han does get a shot. Everybody jumping ahead there. All right. The crit seems pretty good. No damage goes through, and without tokens, Nick will not be able to double tap. We will get a shot from Obi coming back in as well. I'm assuming unless he's going to forgo the shot, which doesn't make much sense to me. All right, so it'll be a range 3. All right, will he spend his force? Yep, he's going to spend both force, do 2 hits into Han. Oof. Yeah, just going to take 1 shield on Han. No real reason to re-roll that and roll the blanks. You don't have heroic. All right, so yeah, so we're going to see here. Nick's going to probably, I assume he's going to have to do that 2 bank. He is in a very awkward position. Anakin's there to eat him up. He's going to also get a CLT shot from Obi. He could go ahead and turn into both of them, and he could have been just fainting if that's what he wanted to do. Oh, they switched colors on me. All right. All right, so I guess it's Mace and not Obi. So it's Mace and Anakin coming in there. So we'll probably see the torpedoes. I don't think anybody went fast enough. Doesn't look like Hawk's passing off anything. If you take out Hawk, he's worth 5 points. You just don't want to lose half points on Han here. That's the only thing you don't want to. But I will say 2 proton torpedoes going into Hawk is going to be pretty totes. And Hawk not having a lot there, not being able to take your C-3PO anymore in the same way, Hawk's going to have a lot harder time. And with Hawk having that strain there, if he wants to be able to use dedicated again, he has to take that, get rid of that strain. So we'll probably see a 2 or 3 forward from Hawk. I'm a little surprised he didn't Agile Gunner there. Because the Agile Gunner to me would have probably been a really good opportunity. But we'll see. Too harding rotating turret. Yeah, well, you have Agile Gunner. You don't even have to rotate your bloody turret. It could be just doing a bank. Yeah, see, there you go. Hiding behind the rock. I don't know. I foresee him going straight forward. I don't think you want to get that trick shot off. Now, in fairness, he does not have trick shot, shattering shot. He has the brilliant evasion, so that was something that was discussed there. But I don't know. I guess, are you that sad if you lose, if you have to take 4 shots into him and lose it? Probably not. There we have the calculate. Beam passed off to Mr. Wedge there. Yeah. Yep, go faster. That's what I'm saying. That's why I see it's like a 2 or 3 straight. That gives you the removal of your token. Again, I probably would have agile gunnered, but you never know, I guess. All right, so we do see Anakin do a pre-mover position. And there we get Mace. Mace going in pretty hardcore. Will we get the Mace boost? Yep, we're going to get a boost or a barrel roll. Yep, boosting in there. Trying to block Han. Yep, so the Hawk is going a little bit slower. Yep, and then take a reinforced. Try to not take all those proton torpedoes. If Han does not clear here, Anakin's going to have a field day. Anakin's just going to be yum, yum, yum. Let me eat some of that Han there. All right. We just have Luke going in, getting a lock. I'm going to guess on Hawk. No reason not to. All right, so now we're going to see Obi. Obi doing a 5 straight. Obi doesn't have Daredevil, does he? No. No Daredevil, so doing a boost barrel roll. Getting set up for the next turn. You will get the 2 dice shot into... Probably you're going to get a 2 dice shot into him, but we'll see. Ooh, Han doing a 3 straight. Look at that. Clearing his stress. Not hitting that obstacle. Good job there, Nick. Yep. So he's going to use his blaze. He's going to use his blaze. All right. So he's going to get a focus and second one for stress. All right. I'm assuming we're going to get a 3 bank out of Wedge. Nope, we get a 2 straight. Question is, does Wedge have... He probably does. Yeah. You're going to have... He's going to... Is he going to boost? No, he's going to go for a lock. All right, so he does have the lock that he could take on Hound or Hawk there. So that's good. Very good. No, it's Blaze. I'm going to call it Blaze. I like calling them different names. Thank you. It's like it's Battle of Yavin. This is what I do after work. Once the kids go to bed, that's very true, John. Or sometimes when we're playing X-Wing. Get it. All right, so we get Anakin in there with a bank. I don't like being wrong at all. Can't do the barrel roll. Anakin's not going to be able to do a barrel roll there. Do we see the boost? Do you do the boost in? I don't know. Your auto blast, getting your auto blast. I thought we already did a barrel roll earlier. Either way, he's going to have a very tasty shot onto Mr. Han there. Shito crew. I have no idea what Shito crew is. So. All right, so Han's going to get to shoot first. I don't know what they're debating. All right, using his elusive on Wedge. Is he gonna spend it? It's his Wedge that likes to die. Wedge doesn't live. Yeah, I don't know why he's debating. To me, you only take the one shield. You don't want him to die. Nope. All right, now we get a plasma. All right, jeez. Look at them apples. Oh my gosh. So that is a shield to begin with. Yep. So the reinforced takes, so he loses a shield, loses a second shield to the crit, and then takes one hull. All right, now we have Han, range 2. Wedge is a trade piece. Yeah, I don't know if I'd want to trade. I wouldn't trade Wedge for the wet, but that's just me. But hey. All right. It must be debating if it's obstructed or not. Doesn't look obstructed to me, but... Hey. I mean, it does look like it hits that rock, but if it does, it's very close to that center. When I zoom in on it... Okay, when I zoom in, it does not. When I zoom in, it is M. It is right there on that edge, though. All right. They're going to call it unobstructed there. And they're going to go. And they're going to shoot out the back. Three hits. Yep, and Mace has no cards. It kind of makes you Luke wishes maybe he took a target lock on Mace there. Could have aced Mace off that board. Got rid of him. All right. So we do get the bullseye on Mr. Wedge there. But I'm guessing he's going into... No, he is going to go into Wedge. Going to spend a fire convergence charge. He gets 2 hits. Pretty good. All right. We get 2 evades. The one time Wedge actually does something. We got it there. So, all right. No more damage onto Wedge. All right. Getting a proton torpedo. All right. And that not a great roll. I assume you're going to spend for just the one. Oof. All right. So 2 crits and a hit. All right. So then we're going to get 1 or 2 crits. A wounded pilot. And a second wounded pilot. And then a weapons failure. Look at that. All right. Going into Wedge, range 3. All right. Spending the force. Going 2 hits into Wedge. Will Wedge roll natties? Nope. Wedge will take 1 more damage. All right. Not quite half points. But we get some of our force back there. Not shooting at Luke is probably a very big bonus. The weapons failure on a 7th Fleet Hawk here, that is hilarious. That is insane. All right. Each of them will get a scenario point. And we will move on to the next round. It looks like right now we have 5-1. Oh, we still have Hawk. No, we still have Hawk to shoot. No, Hawk's not going to shoot. Did Hawk shoot? Shoot. All right, there we go. All right. Now we get to go. Wedge did not spend his lock, so we still have Wedge with a lock. We have Han that's stressed. Hawk's going to get to move first. We'll probably see a bumped Han. Han does not care. Yeah, sorry, I had to reset the camera. There we go. And now we move on to the next round. 5-1. I really don't like how they changed the TTS tracker. Hate that thing. Used to have the little boxes, but now we don't. And here we go. Going through it. Nick's double checking all of his dials there. We'll probably see that Obi coming in with a 2 hard. Don't see why not. Obi is in a really good position right here. Mace, not so much. Because I don't think Mace has the ability to sloop very easily. The sloop to the right might fit, but I doubt it. It's going to be really, really tight if he does do that. And if he just does a regular maneuver, if he does the sloop, he gets some of his force back. But I don't know. So we'll see where Anakin goes. I think that's the bigger thing is where is Anakin going to go? Is Anakin just going to kind of barrel roll to begin with, or is Anakin going to stay there? We do see the disarm. Hound will definitely not shoot this round. Given the calculate to Luke there. Seems pretty good. And we are going to get the barrel roll left. I think that's a pretty good. That's pretty good. I think we're going to see Anakin try to go after Wedge there. But depending on what Wedge does, we might just see Wedge start going into Anakin there. I don't know. At this point, Hawk is pretty much on his last legs. They don't need a lot of help from the other ones. So even there, I don't think a 3 straight will fit past Hound or Hawk. I don't keep saying past Hawk. Might fit there. Gonna take the reinforce for stress. Seems like a good maneuver. That 3 might act. Yeah, that 3 might fit. It'll be close if it is. Rolling for wounded pilot. Oh no. One more stress going in there. That's hilarious. Wounded pilot actually doesn't matter. That's crazy. Usually you don't see 2 wounded pilots. Now it does hurt him. But at this point, I don't know if Hound or Hawk's going to live much longer. So, okay, so we don't see the turnaround maneuver. We do just see the hard in there, boosting in, trying to block stuff up with Mace there. All right, so now we're going to see Luke activate. Yep. Getting the bump. Clear your stress. Question is whether Nick takes the stress focus. I don't know if you need it there. You are down a force, but I don't know if it matters. You're not getting shot. You're going to take 1 shot and then you probably don't take the stress there. All right, so now we're going to see Obi move. Obi doing just the 1 hard. Seems pretty good. Either he's going to boost or barrel roll. All right. Take your focus. Nope, taking a target lock. Oh, all right, all right. All right, taking the target lock onto Wedge there. All right, so Han is going to do a 4 straight. Keep the stress. All right. Big brain moves there. Now we got Wedge. I'm assuming Wedge is going into Anakin. Not 100% sure. But, yep, there we go. Get Wedge going in there. Question is are you going to barrel roll? You going to do the target lock into Anakin? All right, so Han is taking the focus boost straight. All right. There we get Anakin. Anakin missing Wedge there. Hoping that Mr. Han would have still been there. question is, do you just go all in on Luke now? Or you go... I think you're probably better going in on Luke. You are in a very peculiar predicament here. But yeah, I don't know, an evade. I think that's what they... I don't play Adas, so that must be what everybody takes with them. I would not take a target lock. I would take an evade, though. Or a focus. Oh, Greg says, yeah, take the evade. Yep. All right. I don't see an action. What action? What action are you taking? No action? Oh my god. I don't know what Nick's doing. Come on, guys. At this point, we're gonna hit time before we hit there. Nick must have deleted his dial. All right. We'll see if we get a heightened perception here. I probably would not with the mace if it were me, but that's just me. All right, so we're going to get a Han shot first. Going into the Hawk would be my guess. You're right by an asteroid. Yep. There you go. Oh my god, he's going to re-roll it? Okay. Oh my gosh, 2 hits and a crit. He gets an evade, gets that, so then just the crit goes through. And it's a fuel leak. Alright, so fuel leak coming in for Hawk. But I don't think that matters because he ain't getting shot again. Yep, Hawk gets the rerolls and the 7th fleet still. So that's pretty good. Being able to keep that for your Anakin and for your Obi. So Anakin's going to decline to shoot. That's weird. I don't know why. Oh, so he doesn't recover the Force. That's why. All right. So Anakin's going to move on, and we'll be going to Luke. Luke taking a range 2 into Anakin. Oh! And it's a blank out. Nothing. All right, so now we got Obi. He's going to get his Force back. I think if I were Anakin, I still would have shot, though. I think I would have. All right, so we are going to set... It looks like we're getting the 7th fleet. Holy poop. Unfortunately, you didn't take a focus. Alright, gonna re-roll the 2 with fire convergence. One more hit. And spend the Force. So we're gonna get 2 shields minimum. So he's gonna take 2. We will see a crit go through. Ah, it's damaged engine. Probably not the end of the world. Not the end of the world. But we do have that going for them. All right, so now we're going to get Mace. Mace is going to take the range 0 shot. One hit. And one evade, so no problem. No hound shooting this time. They each get a point for center objective. Now we have 6-5. Very good churn for Team Havoc there. Definitely a good churn for Team Havoc getting those points onto Anakin there. That block was premium with Mace. And I think Luke probably should have shot Mace. In hindsight, I think Luke probably could have taken that range 0 into Mace. Forced him to spend that force. But you never know, I guess. All right, back to dials. Go on to the next round. So now the question becomes is if so now we have is the roll off here is going to be very big. I'm very surprised. There's yeah, Pim, exactly. There's no way I would have agile gunner it as well. But that's just me. Now they've done a very good job in splitting up some of that fire, but now I think Luke's the thing you take off the table. You're just going to try to take Luke off the table and say, hey, buddy, you got to go. You can't, which sucks because you can't, what are you going to do with Luke? I mean, I guess you could 4K with Luke. But here's the problem. If he barrel rolls all the way forward with his Anakin, it blocks your 4K. And then now you have Obi coming in behind you again. So, but yeah, I do not think I would not be doing a 4K with Luke. And Wedge is stressed, so that is kind of a little bit of a problem for Wedge too. There's no turnaround maneuver for him. Wedge has, what does Wedge have on him? And Wedge does have the R4. So Wedge probably can still get back into the game, but not really. So this is going to be a huge churn for Team Havoc here, I think. If you can ace Luke off this table, I think you've pretty much made a huge dent into this game with that. Especially because there will be nobody else in the center. You'll get 2 points there. Yeah, I think this is pretty big. And I think, you know, with your Hound, do you care? Because you're not going to get in action. Do you do your churn maneuver and do like a too hard through one of those ships? That I wonder if that's what you do, because you don't care if you're stressed, because you have double stress anyway. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think Luke, or with Wedge being where Wedge is, that just puts you so far out. And I know what Nick was trying to do was trying to erase and stop his bleeding, per se. But I don't know if Hound doesn't have to live. I think again you can just do your 2 hard. I don't know. Are those 3 hards? Is 3 hards on those things red? They don't have 3. No, that's not the right one. Okay, 3 hards are red, so you can't do them. You could do a 3 bank, I think. You could do that 3 bank. It's probably going to hit, but it might not hit. I don't know. All right, round 4. Looks like we have... First player is going to go to Havoc. Taking a disarm token again to get his fleet back. Makes sense. I have no idea what he's doing. Why is... Oh my god, Nick. Taking forever. Come on. All right. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what you do. The 3 bank is bumping. Yeah, probably. I think the problem is that with your Hawk, it's like that 2 hard is the only thing. Slow play. Come on. Probably. I don't know. I could kind of hear them in my headset. I turned their voices down because they were so damn loud. I don't know how Greg does it with listening to people chatter all the time. All right, so we get the bump. He did do the 2 bank. I probably would have done that 2 hard. I do wonder if that 2 hard actually would have cleared now. All right. So next up, we're going to get Mace. Mace is bumping. Oh, no. 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 He went the wrong way with Mace. Mace down to 1 hull because of that. Still not dead. Not the end of the world. Oh, man. That sucks. All right. So we do get Obi. Do we get the boost with Obi? Just take a focus. All right. Just taking a focus there. Obi going to stay there, try to recover some force. All right. So we do get Luke. Oh, man. Luke, you better run. All right. So still we'll have a shot on Luke. But I don't know. You know what? Now that if you go, maybe... It'll be close. I think he might have him. It'll be close there, though. All right, we get Anakin going in on Wedge. Baiting which way Wedge is going to go. We'll get the barrel roll all the way to the back. All the way to the front. Nope, all the way to the back. Now, there we go, all the way back. Seeing if he can get Wedge going to the right there. All right. Wedge going the other way. I'm assuming we're going to get a boost from Wedge. Maybe not the stress focus, but at least the boost. You don't want to be in an auto blaster. Taking the focus, and then we'll get that boost. Get out of that auto blasters. This still could be good for Anakin, because Anakin can still get a shot at it on, just not as good. All right. Wedge doing the 1 straight. Hoping to get rid of Hound this round. All right. We get an Anakin shot first. So Mace is going to use a force. Do heightened perception. Just taking the 2 shots. All right. Man, nothing. All right. So now we get the 7 Fleet Gunner shot into Wedge. Oof. All right, there we go. 3 hits. Go getting our malice. All right, so we do get half points onto Wedge. And he gets something. I don't know what it is. A weapons failure. That's not good. All right, so now Team Havoc takes the lead, 8-6. We're gonna get Han shooting into Hawk. Han spends it. Hawk down to 1. Han cannot get rid of him. All right, everybody gets a point. Looks like we're moving on to the next round. Going into round 5, Team Havoc has the lead here, 9-7. Han is in a very precarious spot. And I don't know what Wedge is going to have to come in. Wedge has to come in here. Hawk, I'm assuming we're just going to get the 1 straight from. We'll get Mace going the opposite way. Hopefully Mace does not bump this turn to be able to be lost. Yeah, you're gonna have to go trade with Wedge. Yeah, you have. I think you have to at this point. If you want to get back in the lead, Nick, you got to go trade. But yeah, Han there is. Oh man, that just sucks with Han being so far away. Mace did shoot. Mace shot first. Mace was the heightened perception shot that got absolutely nothing. And I guess it looks like Mace must not have had anybody. Yeah. So Luke's going to have to do a big maneuver to kind of come back in and hopefully be able to catch catch Mr. Hawk there. I do think, if you think about it here, it's not too bad for Havoc here. If Havoc loses Hawk, it's 3 more points, which only puts Nick in the lead by 1. If he can ace Mace and Hawk off the board, it kind of makes it'll make him go it'll put him over the top a little bit, I think. But with Han in that position, I think you almost have to take Han around that rock and then boost him to get him into some sort of position. I would almost do maybe a 2 hard there. I don't know if that 2 hard clears or not, but you're doing a 2 bank something. But you almost just have to get Han back in the game next round. Yeah, and it does look like it's going to be a bad day for Wedge there. Anakin just has to hard in, and he can do his pre-position barrel roll, and he'll have Wedge, I guarantee, in some sort of an arc. And with that taking Hawk out, that gives like one set of rerolls. I think we'll see here. We'll just see here. Luke's going to come back in on the other side. Wedge is going to sacrifice himself, hopefully. Obi seems to be in a good position. So do you take Obi and do you go after Luke, or do you just take Obi and bring Obi back kind of into that center there and focus fire into Wedge? I think you just focus fire into Wedge. Because that gives you the 3 points, 3 more points. And if nobody else is in the center, you get 5 points. So even here, if you lose Mace and Hawk, which I don't think you can lose both of them, but if you somehow could, you would essentially still be ahead in points, I think. Yeah, because 3 more points puts him at 12, and then he gets 2 more, puts him at 14. And if he gets Hound or Hawk, he gets 3 points, so that puts him at 10. Yeah, I think you have to go in. And I think you take your Mace here and you go for a block on Wedge. The Wedge does still have the lock essentially on Hawk. All right, we get Mace coming in behind Hawk. No damage taking your evade this time. Didn't bump this time. All right, now we get LB going. We'll be doing the 2 hard. Has a force to spend. Do you spend it? And he does take a focus. I think that is no big deal. All right, so now we're going to get Luke. What is Luke doing? Yep, we get a 2 bank from Luke. See, here's the problem. If you're outside of range 2, you might as well just barrel roll at this point. Taking a lock? All right, taking a lock to Mace there. Hoping that Mace can't get any more damage in. Probably not. We do get Anakin going 4 straight, doing a boost. Probably not. I don't. You can still spend that force. No, you can't. All right, there you go. So we do get Han going around and doing a boost in. I don't know. Rotate. Can you rotate? Nope, doing the boost. Hoping to be able to still catch Hound there. Now we have Wedge. So Wedge is going to sit in a pretty position. He's only got 1 shot coming in. No! What did you do? Nick! Nick, what? What was that? What? Oh my god. Oh my god, I can't believe that. All right. That's crazy. I can't believe he just did that. All right. Ugh. Well, we will see. At least it gets him out of the lat reroll territory. Someone shoot something. I know. All right, there we go. Anakin, range 3. Definitely out. Definitely out. Two dice. Anakin pretty good at getting 2 hits. I would spend both force here. No questions asked. All right. Now we'll see what is Wedge going to do. Ah, 1 more damage into Wedge. And it's a blinded pilot. Oh. Well, Wedge, you got a weapons failure and a blinded pilot. Oh. Yep. 2 more damage. And another argument about which way the side should go. All right. Luke's going to have no shot, or Wedge is going to have no shot. Luke will have no shot. Let's see what Han gets. Oh, Han does get a barely range 3 into Hound, or Hawk. Oof. Reroll it all. Come on, Han. 1 damage. No! No! All right. Well, that's what you needed, was the death of Hawk. That's what you needed. Nick's going to take the lead 10-9. And it'll all be 10-9. At least you get rid of the Hound so you don't get any rerolls. And 7th Fleet Gunner into Mr. Luke there. All right, taking a range 2 into Wedge. Oof, hit crit. This can kill him. Oh my gosh, what is the crit? What is that crit? Does Wedge go down? Oh, it's a fuel leak. It's a fuel leak. No one cares. Wedge to live on 1. On 1, you got to be absolutely kidding me. Wedge, that's some BS right there. Yep, but he does get the 2 points. Oh, not killing Wedge there. So dirty. All right, 2 more points actually puts Havoc back in the lead. Damn it. Wedge is going to do 3 straight or something like that. Yep, 2 points for Havoc. Good job, Team Havoc. That's not bringing a Wedge in there. That was some dirty stuff. All right. Jedi could chase him. Yeah, Jedi can chase him. You're right. So this here will probably be, I would say, the end of Mace. This is where, and see, this is where Han needs to do a 1 bank, rotate his arc so that he can shoot, and Wedge goes all the way to the edge of the board. I would guess a 4 straight, but you could do a 3 straight boost focus for stress, which would probably be the smarter move in the long run. There's Mace. I don't know how Mace is going to live, but especially because Luke can't 1 hard or 2 hard in. Ugh. Only 2 forward is blue and Wedge. Is the 3 forwards really not blue on those things? You got kidding. All right, well, I guess you're either doing the 2 or you're doing a 4 straight and just not taking a focus. Yeah, I what would be a sweet maneuver from Mace is a sloop. I would like to see a sloop from Mace. That would be pretty cool. Especially if you can block Anakin or Luke there. Sloop, get your other force back. Well, we did not keep the pressure on Luke. So there you go. All right, well, going for a block onto Han. That's fine. I can see that. Round 6. And Luke does what? What is he doing? Why did he do that with Luke? All right, well, now you're going to give up points in the center of the build board again. I wonder what Obi did. So now hopefully Obi did not go all in. Oh god, it would be so dirty. Nope, Obi does go all in. Now they're swapping the evade out for a focus. You go for try to go for a block on wedge, or do you just try to? I don't think you go for the block. I think you just. I do. Yep. There you go. Okay. Going for some sort of a block on wedge. Very close range shot. Here's the sad thing: if you block Han here, then that might not be good though for them, depending on where his arcs are. I see the wedge dial. Did you accidentally put it in here? I don't know. I have no idea, to be honest with you, Nick. I don't see his dial, though. But I'm zoomed in, so... Do I have to call you me? That's what I did on his stream. What maneuver did you do? Yeah, it's not Wedge's style that they're looking for, Greg. They're looking for Han style, which I'm zoomed in too far to see what he did with it, so. All right. They're going to respawn the dial. Hey, Nick, next time keep the dial like on the edge of the screen. That way we don't ever hear. Then we'll have it on record. All right. Assume here he probably will not take the red. But we'll see. So we get Anakin coming in, doing a boost. Maybe they'll be able to take Wedge off the table. All right. It's a 1-die attack. Yep. All right. And we're going to get Han, range 0 shot. Oh my god, 2. He's spending force or focus and live. All right. It is the range 2. Let's see here. Let's swing the game. Ah, there we go. Look at that. Get some crits in there, baby. And it's a dead Wedge. All right. Finally get Wedge off the board there. Havoc's going up 14 to 10. At this point, it looks like we going into, we're going to have, I'm going to be the deciding factor game here, I guess, on Sunday. All right. We get 1 crit going into Han, 1 evade, no reroll necessary. And is anybody at range 2? Nobody's at range 2. No extra points. At least that's in Nick's favor. That's in Nick's favor there with that. Now, really, they have to focus down Luke. I do think this game is not unwinnable. I do think that Nick better rotate his damn arc this time. So let's get that arc rotated. Get that arc rotated so that we can get some shots going in here. I think you're going to be 2 churns out. Anakin's going to have to churn in if they want to avoid giving Nick 2 points. Because Han can do a 1 bank and a rotate, and I believe he's now within range 2. I don't think he has Shattering Shot, actually. He has Brilliant Evasion, which I think he forgot to use at least once in the game. I'm not 100% sure. Really here, Luke, with the way Luke is, I don't know. I mean, Luke's got to come in. Luke's going to be doing... Luke's got to come in here. I don't know. He's all stressed. He's got to come in and do something. He does have the R5, so I think that lets him do some fancy stuff with his. All right, looks like dials are set. And we are into round 7. We get Mace just going a little ways, trying not to die. Mace doesn't want to die. Don't want to give up 2 more points. All right, now we're going to see Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan doing it too hard. I don't think he could get that boost in there. Let's take a focus. Nope, take a target lock. That works too. Luke doing the 1 bank. All right. Now we get Anakin going in there. Making sure you don't give up the 2 points. No, getting barrel roll out of there. All right. Oh, Han. At this point, yeah, Han, you just, I guess, let's get rid of Mace. Ugh. All right. Can we kill Mace? Range 3. Do we get Mace off the board? Spend your focus. 3 hits. There we go. 1 more damage into Mace. That is definitely not good for Team Havoc there. They're still in the lead. And no more shots. All right, so they each get a point. Moving on to round 8. There we go. Round 8. 4 minutes left. Depends on how fast they can set their dials here. Looks like we have another list spawn. All right. So now we're probably going to see Luke go pretty fast to get in there to try to get Anakin. This is definitely going to be a little bit easier because you're not getting hot off the board at this point. You have to get Anakin, and at this point, do you just run with Anakin? Anakin does have 1 pro charge left. Yeah, I think like question becomes is do you get, you know, what do you do with that? I don't know. You know Han's going into that center there, and you have to keep somebody in center, otherwise there's 2 easy points for Nick. If you ran away to some extent with Luke, you could points fortress left, I guess. I don't know. I don't think Luke's getting a proton torpedo off. See if he does a barrel roll. Somehow they keep stopping the timer. All right, resetting the timer to their time. Now we got to get a road roll. All right. All right, so we get Obi. Obi's going to barrel roll, get out of the arc, take a focus. Luke's going to take a 3 straight. I think you take your focus, stress boost. Or do that. Okay. Anakin's going 5 straight. All right, Anakin's going 5 straight. Gonna give Nick 2 points this round. Tie that game up there. Yeah, I'm a little confused with this. It will be Luke's, just a 2-die shot from Luke, but oh, he bumps with Han. Oh. Nope, he's going to take the shot. Nope, he took the shot. All right. Oh my God, hit, crit. And Anakin rolls almost natties. There you go, I guess. Planning to shoot with Luke. 2 points. Yeah, I don't know. I'm a little confused why Joe did that, honestly, too. Because I assumed when he did the barrel roll, he was going to one hard back in towards the center. Oh my God. All right. Well, we'll see here what he's going to do. I at this point, you have to give Anakin up if you like it doesn't, at this point, it doesn't matter. You have to go in on Luke and get rid of Luke. So I don't know. This will be the last round. There's going to be 2 points. I don't even know if Obi can get back in range 2. I don't think so. With that barrel roll out of arc, I think that even that 3 bank boost in doesn't get him in there. And Luke can go block up Anakin. All right, so we'll see. Do we get the barrel roll in from Annie, or are we gonna get any seat pre-system? Looks like it's going back to Joe again for round 9. All right, taking the calc for the stress. Probably a smart move. Doesn't really matter. All right, we're getting the 3 bank. We're gonna get a boost. And we'll get the focus. So we get Luke opening. Oof. Let's do a barrel. Yep. And we get a 3 hard block with Anakin. I assume we take a focus stress. At this point, unless Obi is range 2, it's the end of the game here. Maybe you'll get lucky with Luke. Doubt it, though. All right. Take your target lock or your double focuses. One of the two. Doesn't matter, buddy. A lock. Taking a lock. Take it on Anakin. There you go. Can you get more points even though it doesn't matter? Nothing from Anakin. Range 2. Yeah, spend your calculate. Doesn't matter. Spend your calculate. Oh my god. Hit crit. And spend a force. Live, because you're Anakin. Alright, Obi. Oh, look, we get a CLT shot into Han. Guess he's re-rolling. 2 crits. Seems pretty good. Use the focus. I use the force. Han takes 2. Doesn't matter. Oh my god, Luca, range 0 shot, hit crit. Anakin, spend your force, I guess. Oh, spend the focus. Yeah, that's right, you have a focus. Take 1 crit. Oh, it's a direct hit. Oh no. Well, that's definitely game right there. Oh. Well, that's game, folks. A little bit injured, salt to injury. Oh my gosh. Yeah. All right, cool. Well, thank you all for joining us. It was wonderful to have you all on. I don't think we have another game tonight, but definitely was fun. We will be back on Sunday night with a amazing podcast episode from Planning Phase Syndicate. So join us at 9 p.m. Eastern. I will be playing my game on Nick's stream at 8 o'clock, I believe, or 7 o'clock. I don't know which it is, 7 or 8 o'clock Eastern time. If you want to watch me play Andrew Oler, you can watch us play Andrew Oler, 7 p.m. Eastern time on 312 Squadron. Thank you, everyone. Have a good night.